My wife and I got married 34 years ago. We were totally unsure when we said, I do. So I want to ask you, when you talk about being together with someone forever, are you absolutely sure? Today we're living in a world where they call it hooking up. But do we really know how many times before the person we're falling in love with now has hooked up with someone else before? Do we know these things? Is it okay to know these things? Well, I think it's okay to know these things and accept the person just the way they are. What concerns me is that we need to ask questions like, have you had sex with someone else before? Because the bottom line is that when we have relations with another person, no matter how we look at it, we have a relationship with that person forever. And that person's going to come into our mind quite a bit. We need to deal with that going into the relationship. How would you like it if you were in a relationship with someone and you're going together now for, let's just say, 3 months, and you decide you want to get married? This is great. But now you find out, after you run your wife's or your husband's credit, that they have like a 350. They owe $25,000 to someone and they're paying $500 a month for that. Wouldn't that be a good thing to know? Or do they have any issues? Like, do they have any drinking issues? Do they have any... We don't want to talk about those things before we get married. We just want to have a good time up until the day we get married. Then we get married, and then all bets are off. When we get involved in a marriage situation, or when we think about getting married, this is not the word married. This is an actual covenant relationship. This is for life. This is not something you want to jump in haphazardly. We want to make intelligent decisions based on the information we've been given. If we're not given any information, then we're doing it haphazardly. You know, I'm a marriage counselor. I'm not trying to puff up my business, but I am trying to tell you this. Whether it's me, whether it's your local pastor, whether it's a great friend, whether it's a parent, you have a responsibility to yourself and to the people involved to ask questions. And sometimes there's tough questions. Counseling is a tough place to be, but I do recommend it. You know, the Word of God says that there's safety in a multitude of counselors. Well, it doesn't say that because it's arbitrary. It says it because it's well-meaning, and it's educated. It's wisdom. We need to take a look at that before we say, I do. Now, 34 years ago, I said the commitment message to my wife, I do. So when you say, I do, are you really sure?